Ken Trahan along with Lenny Vangilder. It's our First NBC Weekend Review brought to you by First NBC Bank with 31 locations throughout the greater New Orleans area and beyond. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNola.com. NBA draft, of course, the Pelicans making noise. They draft Nerlens Noel, then they trade him, and they end up with Drew Holiday. Of course, we're still waiting for the official word for that to come through. But Lenny, I like the move. I wrote about it. I felt like they could not get a better player in this draft, and having a protected pick next year certainly, I think, ensures them of not losing someone very valuable next year as well.
I agree. I think you hit the nail on the head where Holiday is better than anyone that was on the board in this draft, which was really a crapshoot to begin with. You didn't know what you had with any of these players, and it was reflective in what happened on Thursday night in terms of how these guys were moved all over the place. Guys you thought might go number one, like Noel, slipped to 6. Guys you thought might be picked somewhere after 6, like Bennett, went at number 1. You don't know, you really didn't know what was going to happen, and it was certainly that's what we saw on Thursday night.
The second-round pick was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, Pierre Jackson, I don't know. This is a team that's got a lot of guards right now. And, with the move to get Holiday and you go draft another point guard, I guess you can never have enough good players. And if he's the best player on the board at that time, then I guess you make the call that way. But there's certainly some positional needs out there that the Pelicans haven't addressed. But who knows? That may be coming during the course of free agency, which technically gets underway on Monday, but you can't really sign anybody until July 11th.
And then there's the issue surrounding Tyreke Evans, and obviously the Pelicans are making a big play for him with the hopes of being able to get him to come. Sacramento will have a chance to match. Your thoughts?
Yeah, just so you understand that I guess the league year, if you will, started at 12:01 on July the 1st, or 12:01 Eastern time. So Evans, I guess if he was out on the West Coast, it would have been 9 o'clock out there. You can go start talking to these guys, but you can't officially sign anybody until July 11th. That, by the way, is when the trade from draft night will become official, is on July 11th. That said, Tyreke Evans, there you go. It's another guard, another 2-guard. What does that say about the future of Eric Gordon if that's where their interest is? And he's a restricted free agent. So even if Evans signs the offer sheet, Sacramento has 7 days to match it. And if they choose to match it, then you've invested time and not necessarily money. It's not, it would be refundable in that situation, I guess. But you're investing time in a player who you might not even get.
Yeah, that's to me the biggest thing, because you lose the time and others will have moved in on other potential candidates. I'm sure they have a plan B. Not sure what it is. We'll see. Zephyrs lost 3 out of 4 in Round Rock, coming home for the holiday and a big July 4th festivity.
Yeah, Thursday night, Oklahoma City will be in start of a 7-game homestand. They'll be in Thursday through the following Wednesday. July the 4th at the ballpark is always a great time. Fireworks, figures to be a sellout crowd. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I know there's some rain in the forecast for later in the week, but that is always, and you did the games for a number of years, that's always, outside of probably opening day, the biggest night of the year on the schedule.
Really is. Look forward to it. Hope it happens. Voodoo got a big road win. They finally finished a game. Boy, every game's down to the wire that they're playing these days. Exciting win at Pittsburgh, and now they're just 1 game out of that final playoff spot.
It's a crazy year in arena football. Kurt Rocco played well the first half, got hurt in the second half, so it's turned into almost a 2-quarterback system, I guess, and with the Voodoo.
Yeah, nice to have reserve. Chris Dixon's done a great job, and they've upgraded their roster over the course of the season, and it's been reflected by the way they've played. So they've got some good things going on right now. And it's kind of calm before the storm right now. You've got the American Legion baseball playoffs coming up. We'll keep you posted on that at SportsNola.com. And, of course, training camp toward the end of the month where the Saints are concerned. But this is kind of the calm period, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, probably the biggest thing on the calendar, as it were, for area schools and such, is the fact that it's July 1st and a lot of things becoming official on July 1st. As of July 1st, UNO is officially a member of the Southland Conference. Conference USA underwent a bunch of changes that became official on July 1st. Tulane's league now is Louisiana Tech and a bunch of other schools coming on board, some that left. Tulane's in for 12 more months, and on July 1st of next year, they'll be headed over to the American Athletic Conference, which became an official league on July 1st as well. So a lot of it's just that day on the calendar where a lot of these things are happening.
Yeah, the AAC, not to be confused with the ACC. You get first in the alphabet. Make sure you get the attention. Last but not least, I know you had a productive week and a fun weekend in Natchitoches.
I tell you what, it's a long time coming to see the museum for the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame finally come to fruition. Something that has been a pet project of the Louisiana Sports Writers Association for literally decades. And to see that building open was outstanding. Shaq headlining the class and renamed the town. He says, "Welcome to Shakadish." So, but he was, and I tell you what, you get somebody like that who's got the star power and that he brings to the table. He was terrific all weekend long. The things that he did, stayed extra long to make sure every kid in an autograph session got an autograph from him. Was was a terrific speaker. Even photobombed the ribbon cutting ceremony Friday night. So he was great, and a weekend that people statewide will remember for a long time to come.
Yeah, I'm sure it was great. Sorry we missed it, but of course you can read about it at sportsnola.com. And as always, we encourage you to check out our site. A lot of high school football previews. We'll have one coming up on Jesuit today that I know you'll enjoy, among other things, and we'll continue to post those on a daily basis. Lenny, have a great week.
All right, we'll see you later this week.
And have a great 4th of July, each and every one of you. Talk to you later in the week. For Lenny, I'm Kenny. Have a great day, and God bless.